could be difficult
Everyone
too.
in VIP was saying that was like the
Watching live now.
Yeah.
Reminds me a lot. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
We're live?
Yes, we're
Welcome, everybody. We have here Adam Kovacs, president of Karate Combat. Who from the press has the first question?
How you doing, Adam? Eddie Mercado here with Bloody Elbow. First of all, congratulations on a highly successful Karate Combat 40.
Thank you.
The main event, Rafael Aghayev, unifying the title, and not forget karate in one of the greatest fights I have ever seen in my life. I mean, both guys just, as advertised, they left everything out there. I mean, not an ounce of energy was reserved. It lived up to the hype, and that's so rare that we get those moments. Can you just speak on the main event and what it means for Karate Combat? I mean, this might be the greatest fight in the history of the promotion, would you say?
Yeah, I think so. I think it is, and I think this is a fight why we created the league. You know, and if this doesn't put us on the map, then nothing will. Honestly, I think if you show this fight to any combat sports lover or anyone who is not against fighting,
Right.
then gonna say that this is one of the best fight ever. And you know what was interesting, that I just came over here and I spoke to everybody, and they said it's not the best fight in Karate Combat history, but the best fight they have ever seen. And these were fighters, these were people, of the media, and so that I think that speaks for itself. And even after the second round, I thought that the guys were over. I felt that Rafa in the first one put out everything he had. He tagged Quayhagen a few times. And then I felt that he's guessing a little bit, and that Joshua is doing what Joshua does, that he thrives in this environment, and then he's gonna come back. But then the fight went on, and the amount of punishment Joshua got, and then got back, and the knees, and then he tagged Rafael in the fifth. I mean, he said this is gonna be a rocky moment, the whole fight, and it was. The ending wasn't like how probably he wanted to have it. At the same time, he has nothing to be sad about. I think both of those guys put out everything they had, and they are both champions.
Absolutely.
Yeah, to ask a little bit more about the card, obviously Bouderbane and Samuel Ericsson really delivered in that fight. Just what were your thoughts on that performance?
I mean, it's hard to compare after a main event like this, or even the co-main event. I think was very compatible or competitive with Varga and Skrivers. I think they did well. I think maybe Samuel didn't pull the trigger. He's a good kicker, but he didn't kick much. I know that he was relying on his boxing because he was preparing for a boxing match before. But, I think Bouderbane, after 2 years, he did well. And he could finish the fight probably if it went a little bit longer.
Abby Wagner from the Fight Space. This was an amazing event. The main event, title unification. We also had some #1 contenders appear tonight. Those fights are going to need a location. Do we have anything in mind for where we're going next?
Before that, I would like to talk about those fights just for a second. Jesus Lopez did really well. Marty again got injured, but that doesn't take too much away from Jesus. He was ready. He was willing to finish the fight even in the first one. And then again, Edgars Skrivers, he and also Varga. And that I was really praying that he goes to the fourth round, because it was, for a combat sport lover, again, this is, the top. And Skrivers was good. His post-fight interview was amazing. So I'm really looking forward to the trilogy with Luis Rocha. And yeah, we're coming back very soon, most probably end of August.
Adam,
Yes.
Mallory was from sportmartialarts.com. Just to echo everyone again, this is not so much a question, but I just wanted to really make a comment. During the fight at Press Row, we can actually watch you as you're reacting, and I think you really need to watch yourself during the entire time. I don't think the seat could contain your excitement during that last match
For sure not.
between Aghayev and Quayhagen. I guess I'll sneak a little question in. With the effort that both men put out, do you see a rematch between them in the future? Can they run this back?
I do. I don't know when. These guys need a little rest for sure.
Definitely.
And like the division is stacked and is really good. But who wouldn't want to see this fight again, right? And you could argue that if he went to another round, I think like the last round for sure went to Josh. So I think both guys would be down to do it. When it's going to happen, I don't know, but it's very likely that it's going to happen.
Hey, Adam. Once again, great fight. Ruben Marvelous Vargas here on behalf of the Fight Space. Maximo Nunes had an incredible second round TKO. We talked to Maximo a little bit after the fight. He said that, show me the money many times. He said that he's the main draw for the 135 division. What do you see next for Maximo Nunes?
I don't know. That's something we have to take a look how the division looks now. We've got some newcomers who fought at the last show. He's not undefeated. Stankunas beat him, but I think he made a statement tonight, and he's got a bright future. We'll see what makes the most sense, but he's progressing and moving up the ladder. We'll see what's next.
Adam, so Aghayev before this fight, he was considered to be the GOAT, and unifying the title just cements that even further. Silver medalist for Azerbaijan, he has a whole nation behind him. What are the odds that we get Karate Combat Azerbaijan?
We're working on it.
Is there a timeline for that, maybe?
I think 2024.
Thank you.
Adam, Gabriel Gonzalez, Cage Side Press. Luke Rockhold was commentating. He looked to be having a good time. When I spoke with him, he did say, I kind of like it. He wanted to feel out the pit and see how he felt. What can you say about possible talks about bringing him into Karate Combat as a competitor?
I'm pretty transparent about it. That I said, I even told him that, first I want to invite you close to the pit and do some commentary. And then, I think the pit and, his style of fighting is really good for him, good for us. So, he wants to fight Machado. He fought him once in Strikeforce. And, we spoke to both of them. And, I'm not saying that fight would never happen in a pit.
Wakanda and Savage here. You promised that this promotion and this card would be fireworks, and it was all you expected it to be. We saw some savage fights, some savage finishes, and especially this last fight, we saw them really give it all. How does it feel for you as the president and as the promoter to see this all unfold and become the card that you envisioned it to be?
I when I look at the fights, I'm just happy for all of us, happy for the fighters, because I think we're providing them something which didn't exist before, and as I said many times, that they would have need to go somewhere else, do MMA, do kickboxing, but these guys belong here. You can see they are comfortable here. They love it. They respect their opponents, and as a promoter, what else can you ask for? The only thing I'm asking for is for people who is not on the bandwagon yet, jump on, because you're already late. This is you can I'm pretty deep into martial arts and combat sports, and no one is doing anything remotely close to what we're doing. And I'm not only talking about the fights, but the whole atmosphere, the virtual environment, the fighters. So look at some other promotions, right? They either copy paste what the UFC is doing just in different colors, or maybe they create a different rule set, which, you know, let's say bare knuckle boxing, which they need the ex-UFC stars to sell their pay-per-views, and we are just, you know, like building brick by brick something of a very solid foundation of a league, which is super exciting. And no one ever went home from an event and said like this was shit, because everybody who is here once is almost like a drug. They all want to come back.
Can't agree more. Thank you very much for your time, President Kovacs. Us.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thanks for what you do. See you on the next one.
We have here Edgars Skrivers.
Yes, I'm listening. I'm also replying to my mom. I have to reply.
Mamas take president, so.
Yeah, exactly. Especially in Islam as well. Our beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said the best person on this earth is your mother. Then the
Could you pick up the mic while you say this?
Then the other guy was asking, who's the next one? Prophet said, the mother. And again, the guy was asking, who's the next one? Mother. So 3 times mother, only after that father. So you have to respect your parents.
Can't agree more, but it was amazing fight, Edgars. And who from the press has the first question for him?
How you doing, Mr. Skrivers? Eddie Mercado here with Bloody Elbow. First of all, congratulations on winning the fight and potentially secure, not even potentially, you secured your shot at Rocha again. Early on in the fight, you were deploying a lot of takedowns, and Varga, Glory champion, Bellator kickboxing champion. Was that part of the game plan to come in and get some early takedowns and kind of take him out of his rhythm?
Yeah, obviously it was my takedown. He's a good kickboxer, and why should I try my luck, you know, just kickboxing? He's probably a better kickboxer, but like I said, this is not like kickboxing. This for me is just more like a street fight with a small gloves. You don't have like the big gloves, the big pillows to cover yourself, so it's a completely different game. And obviously, yeah, I'm training now as well, again with Hamza Chimaev. He came to Dubai. He's a resident in Dubai, same like me. We started from the bottom. We were living together inside of the small room in a Sweden, in the what was the name? Downstairs you live in a like in a basement garage or something. And now we're here in Dubai, and he just told me, just go out there, just smash, just kill, and that's it. And that's why I did my takedowns as well, just mix it up.
Did anything surprise you about Gabriel at all?
Nothing really surprised me because I know he's a good athlete. Not only like just a kickboxer, I know he's gonna be strong in the clinch as well. It's not gonna be just so easy, just like shoot and you're gonna take him down. No, I know he's like he has also MMA fights. He's a great athlete. He knows what to do. He has a good team as well. So I think probably he expected that I'm gonna go in the clinch and the close distance and probably do some takedowns. So he was prepared as well.
What's up, Edgars? Congratulations on a great win. you never know with MMA or with karate judges, MMA judges nowadays. How confident were you going into the announcement of the decision that you did enough to get the job done?
I think I landed so many takedowns, so many takedowns, so much control. He landed maybe a one good up kick and maybe a one punch. I think the up kick only did the most damage. Not like the most damage, just made me angry. That's it. I was like, man, you're throwing these like crazy up kicks, and he landed. That's why I started to shoot for make more takedowns and just to smash, just to pressure him and get the W.
You just cashed your ticket. You're the #1 contender for the championship. How do you see yourself matching up stylistically with the champion?
Well, in my opinion, I'm the champ. I'm the real champ. He's only the interim Happy Meal belt champ. So I'm just gonna go out there and just gonna completely smash him. He's talking so much shit. He was trying to be respectful, this and that. But when I made a mistake and when he got the W, he started to be so arrogant, talking so much shit, and I'm gonna make him pay for that.
And then lastly for me, what does it mean to you to represent Latvia within martial arts and karate combat, to know that there are a lot of kids out there, aspiring fighters that look up to you as a role model?
It means a lot. It means a lot. You have to be a good example, a good role model for the kids, not just from Latvia, also from Latvia, of course. Yeah, first and foremost, I'm a Latvian, but also I'm representing everybody, all of the Muslims around the world, Muslims who compete in martial arts, they are also following. So I have a huge following base, and I have to live up to those expectations as well. Thank you.
Edgar, salam alaikum, brother.
Wa alaikum assalam.
I wanted to say congratulations on a phenomenal performance, and I just wanted to ask you, how many hours would you say you train a day in the lead up for this matchup, and what were the most challenging parts of your training camp for this fight?
Well, maybe in a day I train, it's hard to say how many hours. I can like tell you my schedule. I wake up 4 in the morning, I cycle towards the mosque, I do the morning prayers there, I cycle back. It's like 20 to 30 minutes, just a morning routine. Like I take my breakfast. After that, 10 o'clock I have my first intense training session, like sparring, you name it, whatever. After that, it's a mosque again. You rest a little bit and you go for the second training around 5-ish, 6 o'clock. You do again 2 hours, a good workout, maybe conditioning, maybe some wrestling or something. And in the evening, 9 o'clock, I'm cycling again. I'm getting that gas tank up.
Edgar's right here. Gabriel Gonzalez, Cage Side Press. You had a very passionate interview there in the pit. I want to know, is this personal with Rocha, or is this just about selling the fight, getting yourself excited for the competition?
No, this one is 100% personal. I want to smash him really bad. I don't want to finish him in the first round or second round. I'm going to drag it out. I'm going to drag it out all the 5 rounds. I'm going to make him suffer.
Now, I'm a little new to your personality and everything else. I am curious, and I think a lot of people, where exactly does one get a hat like that with the ears and the hair?
This one is our national hat, the Bear Slayer hat. You have to go out in Latvian forest and wrestle bears to have it.
So one last question, Edgars. You really want this trilogy, but you also talk about your Muslim faith a lot. What would it mean to you if there was ever a possibility of having that trilogy maybe in the United Arab Emirates?
I think it's already in the process of making in UAE, either in Dubai or any other Emirates. So it's gonna be a huge fight. I have a huge following there, a lot of contacts in UAE, and probably if I'm gonna fight there for a title, we're gonna add Rafa as well. He's probably gonna fight. We're gonna bring a lot of Muslim fighters, and it's gonna be a really exciting show.
Thank you very much for your time, sir.
Thank you.
Us.
Us.
Gabriel, you got a good answer. Good question.
Yeah. Trust me, start sitting down now, so you end up like me. You know?
If I sit down, I'm done. I'm not getting back there. Hey, where's mine? Come on, man. I got a bottle of this. Nuh-uh.
Who did? Aghayev?
We got Bouderbane. I thought he was standing. He said it a second ago.
Yeah, I heard that he just ran out there.
Oh, yeah.
Put Bouderbane picture in the middle, and then his translator is just off to the right, so you don't have to care about his translator.
Okay.
And just wait for him to tell you, because I have all the mics muted right now.
Thank you. I was nervous. Like,
We have with us KC karateka Alexandre Bouderbane, who has the first question from the press.
Alexander, congratulations on your victory. The Mallarwoods from sportmartialarts.com. It seemed like that you had a better third round than your first two. Did you start off a little bit slow, or did you find something later? You seemed to really find the calf kick, and then you really let your hands loose. Was there something different, or you just weren't in rhythm until round three?
Alex, bon, on a eu l'impression que ton troisième combat était meilleur, ton troisième round était meilleur que les deux d'avant. Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé? Est-ce que c'est parce que t'as plutôt essayé d'être tranquille sur les premiers? Est-ce que c'est parce que tu as trouvé quelque chose d'autre qui marchait sur le troisième? Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé?
Because I try more power next, step by step. My first round, just boxing. It's a challenge, and I respect this challenge. Samuel prefer kick and start and kick. Okay, but I rest in challenge. And second round, logically just kick, but it's more complication. So 3 round, just fight. Je me suis libéré sur le troisième round. J'ai fait le premier round et le deuxième round, je savais que j'avais gagné. Donc je me suis laissé aller sur le troisième. For me, first round and 2 round, it's I win. So okay, let's go for the free round. Why not KO? Voilà.
So I freed myself in the third round because I was winning. For me, I was winning the first and the second, and it was all right. So I just freed myself to do whatever I wanted to do.
Right here, Gabriel Gonzalez, Cage Side Press. Bouderbane, how much did you feel the size advantage played a part in the victory? Because it felt like you were really able to move Samuel whenever you guys did get into those big exchanges.
Comment est-ce que tu penses que le fait que tu sois plus grand que lui a joué dans ce combat?
Normalement, comment on dit normalement, c'est moi qui est plus petit. Logically, the other fight, it's me, small. And I think martial art and sport combat, the size, it's very difficult for the small partner. Donc je trouve que c'était quand même plus facile de combattre avec Samuel. Gabriel Serra, it's very, very, very tall. So it's better versus Samuel. Donc oui, tu peux dire.
So it was, of course, it was easier for him to fight against someone smaller, even if it was the first time for him.
Obviously, the end of the fight, very exciting moment. Is that the one that you will be posting to social media? People talked about who is going to get the highlight reel to post online.
Donc est-ce que c'est, donc ça s'est très bien passé. Est-ce que c'est ça que tu vas poster sur les médias?
Yes, I think it's normal. Et je suis vraiment content parce que beaucoup de fans de Samuel ont très mal parlé de moi, pensant que j'étais un rigolo et que j'étais joke. Et là, j'ai montré I am Flash, I am Warrior, I am real karateka. It's not joke. Ok, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, ok. But my life, it's karate.
So I wasn't happy because some of Samuel Ericsson followers did speak very bad stuff against me, but I showed them that I was the better fighter.
Abby Wagner from the Fight Space. I asked you before the fight if pit rust was going to be a factor in this fight. It did not appear to be the case at all. Was there anything in the fight that you were not anticipating going in?
Est-ce qu'il y a quelque chose que pendant ce combat que tu n'aurais pas anticipé qui allait arriver?
C'est vrai que j'ai fait le combat que je voulais et c'était très dangereux. Samuel, il a vraiment une gros punch et j'ai vraiment eu peur d'être mis KO au premier round parce que en fait, il a bien tapé et j'ai vu la tête qui tournait. Je me suis ressaisi, je me suis calmé, je me suis concentré. J'aurais aimé quand même donner plus de coups, travailler beaucoup plus, montrer que j'ai progressé encore plus, faire plus de coups de pied, travailler plus en général, mais vraiment, il avait vraiment une grosse droite et il a failli me mettre KO au début quand même.
So of course it was very hard to fight because he gets a very strong punch at the beginning, and he wanted to show more of what he worked out for since 2 years. He wanted to show more of what he can do with this punch, etc. But yeah, it was very hard because he was near to be knocked out with the first punch of Samuel.
What's up, Alexander, right here. You have a lot of fights under your belt, a lot of experience in that pit. Do you feel like you're improving with each camp, with each fight, with each time you set foot in that pit?
Donc Alex, tu commences à avoir de l'expérience sur le pit. Est-ce que tu penses que tu es de plus en plus fort au fur et à mesure des combats?
Yes, I think. More fight, more experience, more power, more level. Yes, I think.
And I hope you say the same to this question. Do you think I could pull off your hairstyle? Do you think I could pull off his hairdo? Wear
Ah, ok.
his hair.
Est-ce que tu penses qu'il peut faire exactement la même coiffure que toi?
Samuel?
Me.
Ah. You are a superhero. You. It's you. Superhero or no?
Me. I'm what?
You.
Yes.
Yes,
I'm
you.
Mr.
It's
Russia
possible.
MMA.
It's possible.
I'm reporter man.
This hairstyle just for the superhero.
Okay.
It's you. It's
I need some powers first.
Oh, it's very good. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
One last question, Alex. Is there anyone you would like to fight next?
Alex, une dernière question. Est-ce qu'il y a quelqu'un que tu as envie de combattre après?
Il y a certains combattants que j'aime particulièrement. More fighter, I like it. Certain Vitaly, it's a very nice style. Kevin Kovacs, nice style too. I like Luis Roca, but I don't like message me. Donc explique, j'ai pas aimé le message que Luis Roca a dit sur moi, comme quoi si on combattait ensemble, dessus il gagnerait le bonus du KO.
So he likes a lot of fighter, but Luis Roca, he likes the way that Luis Roca is fighting, but he didn't like the way that Luis Roca talk about him on social media. It wasn't good to do that. He said very wrong word and bad words.
Ouais, t'as dit ça. T'as juste dit. For now, I don't know.
Okay.
Now I want vacation. I want sleep, and back home. And enjoy my victory. Thank you, all team Karate Combat. Thank you, Adams. Thank you, Samuel, because because without Samuel, I don't fight. So thank you and congratulations for Samuel. It's a very good fighter.
Thank you very much, Alex. Now, for the press, just to let you know that Rafael Aghayev had to go to the hospital. I was just informed, but we will have Josh Quayhagen here for questions. Welcome back.
Let's swap out Quayhagen's name tag.
I got here with me the Rocky of karate, Josh Quayhagen, who has the first question.
How you doing, Josh? Eddie Mercado here with Bloody Elbow.
What's up, brother?
Of course, it's not the result you wanted, but on behalf of everybody who watched, I have to say thank you for leaving everything out there and putting on one of the greatest fights we all have ever seen, period. Karate, boxing, MMA, doesn't matter. That was one of the greatest fights of all time, so thank you for that.
I appreciate that, man.
No, we appreciate it. So what surprised you about Aghayev? Of course, you know, he's so celebrated in the sport, and everyone knows that, but being in there with him must be different. You know, you actually got to walk through that fire. Can you just explain what it felt like actually competing against him versus the hype that he brings with him?
So, like you said, I walked through the fire. I knew that was going to happen, honestly. It's just my nature. I know how good he is. I knew what was going to happen. What I would say that I'm most surprised with is that he walked through my fire. I sent some knees down the center of him, and I was just looking at. I know I broke his ribs. I don't know, but he better have a broken rib. I love him. I hope it heals fast. But and I remember every time I'd sink that knee in there, looking up at his face, seeing if he was going to break, and he just wouldn't break. So as I know he was the technical, skillful ninja he is, I was impressed with him walking through the fire also. You know, it's kind of my nature. I was already Rocky, you know what I'm saying? So it was nice to see it. He's got that spirit too, you know.
Would you say your time away affected you at all in there, maybe with the timing? Maybe?
You know, I wanted to start faster. You know, I would say without giving too much away that I didn't have the feet that I wanted to have to be able to move right off the bat. So I had to start a little flat-footed, more flat-footed than normal. And so maybe time away, not time away, just some things came in and I didn't really get to do what I wanted to do early. But with that said, no excuses. I would say no time away was the issue. It was just how fast he was and how slow I was to start. That's what I'd say. Thank you.
Gabriel Gonzalez, Cageside Press. Once again, an amazing match. I'm wondering, it seemed about midway through the fight that some spectators thought he might have hurt his leg a little bit. Did you see it or sense anything that he wasn't quite as mobile in the later rounds as he was early in the fight?
Yeah, I noticed maybe on our second or third it was something like that happened. It also honestly happened to me somewhere right around that time too. So I was maybe happy that he was. I think that's when really the battle started, when he had to kind of slow down and fight a little bit more flat-footed as I had to. So I did notice. I would have liked to have taken some advantage more, but again, it was maybe a little bit. I wasn't healthy enough to take advantage like I wanted to, but it really, I think, created the battle where we're gonna, hey, let's stand toe to toe and let's throw a little bit, which is kind of what I was looking to do, what I needed to do. So, but yeah, I noticed it.
As a competitor, obviously, you want to go out there and get the W. Do you feel like you'll be able to separate yourself and appreciate, the magnitude of the fight as fans and everyone has probably told you and what it lived up to in terms of the hype?
I say it a lot, man. I'm not really here for the gold belt and the wins. I'm here to, you can forget about me. I'm here to share my message, So, and I'm here for the fight. I'm here for and I feel like at some point, yeah, I'll really appreciate it. I wanted to win it bad. So right now, I may be a little bit upset with that, especially knowing how close he was to being finished at a couple times. So yeah, definitely, I'll always appreciate it. The wins and losses, I'll say honestly in life, the losses I can appreciate so much more. It's when I've learned. That's when I've grown. So I'm thankful for him. Maybe just not tonight.
Josh, that was hands down the greatest fight I've ever seen live. Thank you for putting forth an all-time performance, man. You think of everything you've had to overcome. Training for a championship fight in the aftermath of a hurricane, not having a gym to train at, losing your first karate combat belt before going on to become a champion. Is this just another hitch in the road that you plan to overcome through hard work and dedication to your craft?
I mean, yeah, that's my nature. I just I love fuel on the fire, and I have a fire. I've also got 3 babies and a 4th one on the way. And so I got lots to plan, but I'll absolutely use it for good. That's what it's for. I mean, the word says to take joy in the struggle, because that's what produces endurance. That's what produces character, and that's what I plan to do. I plan to learn and grow from it and come back, whatever I'm doing, stronger and stronger. Hopefully it's fighting, if my baby will let me. So yeah, I'm going to use it, and I want to fight him again. I'll just say that out loud.
Thank you, man. We got one more right here.
What's going on, Josh? This is Ross Levine.
My brother.
By proxy for sportmartialarts.com. By proxy for Maddie Levine and Fight Bananas. Listen, man, we in fight sports, a lot of fighters are very much attached to the win. And not just fighters, but fans are very much attached to the win. And from what I know about you as a person, as a champion, as a man of God, as a husband, these are teachable moments. What advice do you have for your students that see you go through this struggle? And you talk about the great messages that you always have in your interviews. This is a great opportunity for you to give advice to the next generation, your students, your children. So just speak on that if you can.
Man, I appreciate it, everything you just said, and it's so true, and I think we absolutely kind of put this emphasis on winning and the pride of everything, man. And really, to be honest, life's full of things that don't go to plan. And to be honest, that's what true martial arts is. It's about overcoming it. It's about learning to enjoy it and learn from it. I always say, live like you win and learn like you lost. And so this would be easy to learn from and grow from. And and I'll still live like I won. You know, I get to go home. You know, I say it a lot, but my victory was covered 2,000 years ago. I'm walking in peace and pride. You know, I've also been in a place where I didn't have Jesus in my heart. I didn't have God, and I'm defined by the loss. And the loss, if I lose, I'm a loser. If I win, I'm a winner. And we got to stop defining ourselves by outcomes and things like that. I mean, you're defined by not who you are, but whose you are. And I really do believe that in these situations, these bad things we speak of, and you could really, these are where the growth moments happen. This is where you really get to find that place where you get to see what's important, your family, your friends, everything you've learned through the situation. So, man, these are the big times. I'm excited about it.
Sorry, one follow-up to that question.
Yeah.
I know a lot of times we see the news cycle turn really fast, right? My coach used to say, a week from now, someone else's pants are going to fall down, everybody forgets. Where are you going to be a week from now?
I'm going to be cuddling with my babies, my girls. I can miss them already. I can't wait to see them. You better be asleep right now. But I can't wait to see them. I miss them so much. And so, to be honest, I love it. So everybody wants boys and stuff. I have 3 girls, another girl on the way. But they don't care about fighting. When I go home, they're just happy to see Daddy, and it's the most beautiful thing ever. So I can't wait to see them. That's where I'm going to be, and that's where my true victory is, my sweet little babies.
Thank you again for an amazing fight. Ruben Marvelous Vargas here on behalf of the Fight Space. An incredible fight, like we've all said. We'll be talking about this one for, I think, the remainder of all of our lives. And to be honest, I just wanted to say, as someone who's deployed overseas multiple times, I would like to say that sometimes it's been said that warriors and soldiers leave parts of them in the desert. I can speak to that myself. A war like you just came through, do you think you left a part of you in that pit tonight?
First off, man, appreciate you. I love you, man, and thank you for your service. You know, I don't necessarily know. You know, I think that the way I look at it is I want to take something from that moment. I want to take something and grow from it. I feel like once I go back and I rewatch it, I always try to leave it all out there. And so in this moment, I feel like I've done that. But I'm going to take something and grow from it. You know, that's what I want to do. I want to take something and I want to come back better, whether it's a better person, better martial artist, a better human being, better Christian. I'm going to grow from it. And so I like to look at it like this, no matter how much I do, how much I work, how big the battle is, I'm always going to try to take from it and grow from it. And that's what I want to do from this.
So final question, do you have a name picked out for your new baby girl?
So we decided at the beginning that if it was a girl, that she gets to name. And so we've had 3 girls, and now it's the 4th one. So she's letting me name it. So I have lots of pressure on it. And so no, I don't actually. But I'm excited about it. You know, maybe Xena, Warrior Princess. I'm not sold on it yet, but but no name yet.
If God gives you a baby boy one day, will you name him? Will we see a Rocky Quayhagen one day?
Heck, I might name him Rafael, honestly, after that. But we'll see.
Thank you very much for your time, and thank you for all the amazing fights you do. You're a gift to karate combat.
Thank you, brother. It means a lot. Us. Thanks, guys.
And that's the end of the press conference. Thank you all for being here.